G'day folks, welcome back to Aussie Outdoor Reviews. This video, we're going to be checking out this little ripper, the Gasmate BT2000 butane torch. So, pop a cork, crack a can, or chuck a brew on, sit back, and let's get on with it. Cheers. Okay folks, I've had this butane burner quite a while now, probably around 6 to 8 months. I got it from Bunnings. I'd been looking for a butane burner just like this for quite a while, but it was just one of those things that I'd never had the opportunity to pick up. So I saw it at Bunnings, it was 38 bucks. I grabbed it, I brought it home. I used it pretty well every weekend to light the charcoal in the Weber, to light the chiminea, those sorts of things. You can use it in the kitchen too if you're a bit Jamie Oliver, that's cool. That's just not my kettle of fish, right? So, if you look at this on the internet, you're probably going to look on the website from the Big Green Shed. Now it gets pretty crap reviews on that website, and they're fair income. So, you know, look, this packed up on me after I'd been using it for about 3 weeks. And what I ended up having to do was take off this sleeve here. There's a set screw, undo the set screw, remove the sleeve. As I did that, a whole heap of shit fell out of it, but you know, obviously it didn't go back in and it's working now, so it mustn't have been that important. Anyway, what was happening and what the reviews say on the Bunnings website is that the igniter fails, and that's ridgy-dig. So I had to tickle up the igniter. There's a small little brass igniter in there, or it could be copper, I don't know. Well, I tickled it up with some sandpaper and the little file on my Leatherman, and now she's working top notch. So I'd lost the receipt. I couldn't take it back to Bunnings. We've all been there, right? You know, I don't know about you, but I never keep my bloody receipts. I always lose them. So anyway, undo the set screw, remove this stainless steel cover, and then inside here is your igniter. And I just tickled that up, like I said. Now it works a treat, and it lights first time every time, which is, from reading the reviews, not so common for this unit. Now, $38, you know, it's pretty expensive, I think, for what it is, which is just a glorified match, right, at the end of the day. But it's really convenient, and what I love about it is it just fits on the little butane bottles, or the butane cans, that we all have from our little butane stoves, right? This is a great way to, you know, utilize any of those butane stoves and the canisters. It just fits in with that kit, and it works great for things like lighting the Ozpig, lighting the charcoal in a jumbuck, lighting the charcoal in a Weber kettle. It does a great job at that. But be prepared that you will have to do some DIY to get it working according to the reviews. So folks, it connects to any standard butane canister or cartridge, and it's very simple. It goes on, you twist it, and it locks in place. It's really that simple. Now to light it, you have your flow meter here, so it's pretty simple, positive, negative, you know, turn it anti-clockwise and you get more flow, and it's clockwise to close. Here you have your trigger, which is your igniter. So essentially, you turn it on, you pull the trigger, and you can see there that it did take a couple of times to go. Now I'm using a cartridge that's almost dead flat. So, you know, I think it's a great way to make sure that you use all the gas that's in your cartridges. I know my cooker will, you know, it'll kick off and there'll still be a little bit of liquid in the bottom of these canisters. So this potentially is a great way to go through and use everything that's there. All right, so that's enough of me yapping. Let's get the Ozpig lit. Cheers, guys. I should also mention, what I love about this is that there's no more firelighters. You don't need to worry about firelighters anymore if you have one of these. And that was my big draw card, right? It's like you go camping and you open up your fire kit and you go, you know what? The missus forgot the firelighters. It's always the missus's fault, right? You know what I'm talking about. So this is really great because you can light a charcoal chimney If you're into barbecuing, you can light a chimney. If you're into chilling out, you can light a Ozpig if you're a bloody legend. There's so many different things you can do with this. You can even finish off a creme brulee if you wanted to get a little bit Jamie Oliver. So, you know, it's a pretty good bit of kit. Would I buy the Gasmate again? No, I wouldn't. I would buy a better one. I would buy a more, I was going to say reputable brand, but Gasmate are a reputable brand. I was going to buy one that would be maybe a little bit more expensive and a little bit more well made. So, to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed that not only did the igniter stop working after a couple of weeks and a couple of good uses, but also that when I did open it up, which I don't recommend you doing, right? But when I did open it up, a whole heap of stuff fell out, like tie wire and, you know, some other things that we use to secure the igniter cabling. So yeah, but anyway, that's enough of me jabbering. Let's get on with it. Thanks, Siri. And it really is that simple, folks. So this is a bit of a game changer when you're camping. If you've got, you know, wood that's a little bit damp or a little bit wet, you know, just bring one of these bad boys along. Maybe not this brand, but definitely a butane torch. And I think it'll change your experience, especially wintertime camping. Much easier to light a fire, you know, easier to light your chimney, whatever you want to use it for. So there you have it, folks. Butane torch for the win. You better believe it. It's a little ripper of a unit. Again, once it's had a bit of a tickle up of the igniter, she seems to be going strong. But before that, yeah, she was a bit how's your father, a little bit average. So tell me what you think in the comments. Have you got a butane torch? Is it a Gasmate? Did it stop working a couple of weeks into it, like it did for me and so many others, according to the Bunnings website? Let me know what you think below. Alright guys, thanks for watching and have a great weekend. Cheers.